opportunities and the way forward. Mr. Mangarish Pai Raikar, who is always in the forefront, wanting SOCM to grow and as well as the industry and MSME sector to grow. Similarly, Dr. Sagar Salgaonkar, equally hardworking, and I think really they propel you by various acts of theirs, giving that much of time and seeing that all of you come forward. Mr. M.K. Meena, Joint Secretary of MSME DOE in Goa, and DFO in Goa. Mr. Darkar from NABARD, which is a very important institution as far as promoting the healthy growth of MSME sector and all sectors. I would say they have got their presence today. NABARD plays such an important role. Deepali Naik, also DRDO Director. Darshana, of course, I have to mention all the other office bearers of ASSOCHAM, and the house full of MSME sector captains, I would say, of their respective ship, big, small, medium, everything. First of all, I want to compliment ASSOCHAM chapter in Goa for organizing this particular workshop. And I think they have been doing this particular thing time and again, bringing together people and exactly carrying it forward in a manner that there is a good interaction, there is a good presentation of the latest technology, of the latest practices, and what is available, whether it is from the central government or the state government, from different departments, getting all the acts together to create a win-win situation for the MSME sector. As you know, the emphasis is to make you grow. And we know the contribution of MSME sector, whether from Goa as a state, whether from the national point of view, promoting the largest amount of employment, helping build the medium and large scale sector, acting as a feeder, at the same time promoting themselves to move up the ladder, upscaling which actually takes place. Even today I am very happy some of the self-help groups have grown thanks to the efforts of ASSOCHAM. And at one time, all of you know, you and I know, that Goa was at one time projected only as a tourism state. Nothing goes on here except the tourism sector or tourism related activity. But I must say, with some sort of satisfaction, today the industrial sector is growing, the manufacturing sector is growing, MSME sector has already grown. It's only that how much big we are going to make them, how much we are going to upscale them in terms of actually providing what is their due, whether it is from the central government agencies, whether it is from state government agencies, whether it is from different departments. And we ultimately as government bodies have to act as a catalyst to propel these young entrepreneurs, to protect particularly the women in this sector to come forward and do their best and help build themselves, as well as that activity which will result in building the economy of Goa. And I am happy this is already happening. And why is this happening? I want to tell you, when I took over, the first thing, as you all know, I enunciated a new industrial policy. Thereafter, we brought reforms in IDC, where transfer of plots were made very transparent and easy, and all that rigmarole of running from one table to another with a digital footprint was done away with. Today, people can let their unit to somebody else, they can lease it to somebody, they can create a different activity, which was never the case. It was just impossible. Today, it is possible. Over and above that, we also brought a new logistic and warehousing policy, which slowly but steadily is showing results in a manner that more and more people want to make Goa the central place where actually it becomes a trading hub. And if you have good manufacturing also happening and good products moving out from this state of Goa, imagine what a situation you would be creating, how much you would have helped build the industry. But one thing I must say, central government schemes are there, NABARD, so many schemes are waiting for you. But many a times it is not in the know-how of the people. And sometimes government departments wait that people will come to you. I only want one thing to change. I want, whether it is NABARD, whether it is MK Meena from SIDBI as well who are present here, I want you to go to the people. Go to the small enterprises, go to this self-help group. Merely by changing the practice by which they produce a product, giving them a better machine, giving them microfinance which they need at that point of time. As I was just going through your thing, trade receivable discounting system is a very good thing you have introduced, because they lack finances. Gone are the days of money lenders in villages which used to happen, and ultimately the hard working person was totally fleeced. This is no more the case. You have spoken about R&D, you have spoken about the digital factor being explained to them how they can go on a particular platform and make their thing marketable elsewhere other than Goa, elsewhere in the country, perhaps elsewhere in the world. All this is going to ultimately result in you having a larger market. Once you have a larger market, once you find your product moving, automatically you will produce more. You produce more, you will have more employees that will be required, more employment. Your scaling in terms of earning revenue will go up at a high level, and that is how the MSME sector has to be allowed to grow. But I must say there has to be some hand-holding. You as central government agencies have to move at a little more, I would say, faster pace in terms of you approaching the people. Don't wait for people to approach you, because Goa is too small. Place is so well connected. We have such good roads, except forgive that Porvorim little portion there where you may get held up. You can move to any part of Goa. And in rural areas, we have such enterprising people. I must say, my experience as industry minister, if you move to them, we will be making things happen and we will be helping the economy grow. One of the most important factor which I want to point out is getting women to the fore. Have more women entrepreneurs. Not only to say, but let it happen in reality. If you get one woman forward, she will get another 2 or 3 forward. That's the difference between men doing business and women doing business. You will really help to build the economy. You will really have more women entrepreneurs. Even in IDC, as far as giving smaller plots are concerned, last board meeting I ensured that we passed a resolution that women entrepreneurs have to be given priority. In fact, 30% of the plots have to be given to women, the smaller plots. I have made this as a policy. And in all future allocations, if a woman comes forward, she will have more priority as regards the other general category. Because unless we push them forward, we will not have more entrepreneurs. And as well-knit as they are, not only for sometimes we associate women the wrong way that they only gossip, but the gossip is going to be how much money you have earned. Acha, I am using this machine. If I use that machine, I can produce more items than what you are producing. The finesse which should come in my product, if I use so and so product, and if I use that for polishing, it will really look nice. It will have an export market. All these type of thoughts are bound to come. Some of the food products also, what we produce in villages, what our women folk are very apt at cooking and making, how it can be preserved for sale, where it can last for about a week with the same freshness that was there when it was cooked. All this is available through technology, without altering the products. All this can be done. And this particular finance is available, if I may say so, with the emphasis that our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi gives, with the emphasis that our government itself gives. I think it wants to push the women folk, it wants to push the smaller entrepreneur, it wants to push the youth to being self-employed. They themselves producing. Look at the startup policy itself. Startup policy itself encourages young people to come forward. Lot of finances are being given. Lot of money is available. But it's only the lack of knowledge which deters our youth, which deters our women, which deters our entrepreneur from coming forward and actually being part of it. But today, looking at the large attendance that is here, you are enthusiastic. And by you being enthusiastic, also remember that you are also appreciating the efforts of association, of people like Mangalish, of people like Dr. Sagar, and all his other associates who take it upon themselves almost as a passion. It is this passion which will drive growth. You have to have that missionary zeal. Yes, I will do it. Who cannot do it if you have a missionary zeal in you? That is what is going to take us forward. And whatever help that would be required from a government. In fact, I have instructed my latest meeting, what I had with my own industry secretary, director industries, I have instructed them, see that we really fine tune ourselves. We have to double our presence amongst the smaller entrepreneurs, amongst the self-help group. We take help of association, take help of other industrial bodies. Make your presence felt among the people at the grassroots level, at the lower level. It's not enough that you have huge meetings in cities. You have to go there. One person will attract another. If one success will breed more success. And that is how we have to go forward. And that is what I expect. So, for this particular workshop being organized, I think it's a huge opportunity to exchange ideas, to move forward, and I'm sure some of the suggestions which have been put forward will be implemented. As I said earlier, we perhaps think of ourselves only as tourism state. No. If you look at the applications we get, even in the investment promotion board, there are so many bigger projects as well, which are good projects, which are coming up in Goa. And as you know, Goa is no more Goa of yesteryears. We have to be marching forward in tune with what is happening in the rest of the world. Because today, we are a global village. We have to be comparable with what are the practices, what is the industrial growth, what is happening in which sector, what is it that we can improve, what is the technology we can introduce. All this should exercise our minds because these are the new times. We have to realize this. Forgetting the negativity that sometimes is there associated with so many organizations saying so many things, that should not deter you on your path to growth, on your path going the right way, trying to build the economy. When our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi talks about a 5 trillion economy of a Viksit Bharat 2047, how is it? Is he going to do it? Yes, he is going to do it under his leadership with all of you providing the inputs. All of us have to contribute to that with equal passion, with equal zeal for working hard and getting the desired result. And I expect this to happen from NABARD, from SIDBI, from MSME, DOE, whatever, DFO, their office which is there. I expect more things from you, more interaction at the lower level, which will definitely give us results. So once again, I wish Association all the very best, with only me saying that whatever help that is required from the government will always be there. Whatever tweaking that you need, even from our own regulations, even from our own rules and regulations which are there, I am willing to do it to accommodate especially the MSME sector, because that is the most important tool to see that the economy keeps growing and growing bigger and bigger. That is the mantra. If you promote and help build up MSME sector, you will make the nation grow. You will make your state grow. You will make us a much larger economy with a much larger contribution to your GDP, which sometimes we cannot even fathom. But yes, we can reach there with cooperation from all of you. Looking forward to a lot of things happening from your side, you being part of the great process of growth, change, and newer things happening with new normals of Goa being also known as a real nice industry generating, manufacturing generating capital where lot of things can happen. And as is my dream, make Goa ultimately as one of the largest trading hubs, which is possible given our new policies, given the fact that we have two airports, one in the north, one in the south. We have good national highways, we have a natural port where facilities and things that are required are being built up in the MPA, Armugao Port Authority. We have two railways, Konkan Railway as well as the Southwestern Railway. With all this infrastructure that is already there and things being improved, let us also improve in a manner that we really work together towards the betterment of our states and the industry. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, sir, for sharing valuable insights in your address. We are truly thankful for the gracious presence of our Honorable Minister, and we request Shri Mangirish Pai Raikar to present a token of gratitude to our chief guest. I request all the dignitaries to please stand for a group photo with our chief guest.
Well.